I don't care what anyone says. I had such a fun time reading Silver Elite. It's not that deep, it's not that serious. If you're looking for something super fun and fast paced, you will love Silver Elite just like I did. I did not want to put this book down. As soon as I started, I was hooked, and it was such a page turner. I could not stop. It is addictive. The plot, the world building, the dystopian aspects, the romance, it was so good. Like, I genuinely had a good time. I don't know what everyone's griping about. I laughed, I gasped, there was twists, turns. I loved it. Ren Darlington, our FMC, is a modified in a world full of primes, and she's concealing her identity throughout the entire story because basically modified are those who have special powers and they are unalived because of those powers. A rash decision on her part leads to this domino effect, and it ensues her eventually getting captured by the enemy. Now she must do the impossible, stay undercover while training with the enemy in a military program for the primes, and she has to try to get into this very prestigious program of their military called the Silver Elite. I wouldn't compare this to any other kind of dystopian series that's out there. I wouldn't say it's similar to Divergent or Hunger Games or anything of the sort. I feel like it's its own thing. It's completely different. I don't like how it's being thrown into that mixed bag because it truly is very different. One thing I will say is that it swapped a lot between rebellion tension and romance. It was never both at the same time, which I can't really say if I didn't like that or I did, but I just wanted to note that it swaps in between. You never know if you're reading a romance story or if you're reading a rebellion arc story. Cross Redden was such a great MMC, although a little naive and distracted there for a bit. I wasn't expecting him to be like that, but I also completely caught the twist there between Ren and Cross. It was kind of obvious that that was going to happen, so that kind of sucks that I called that. I loved their relationship throughout the story, although I felt at the end it was a little bit disconnected. The story was fast-paced, fun, crazy, so much stuff went down, but I did feel that the end was a little bit rushed. It felt like those last couple chapters could have been the beginning of book 2. Like, I feel like I should have just ended it there and then kind of left it on a limb a little bit. I also can understand how people were confused by the FMC Ren. I think that she gave off some weird emotional back and forths throughout this book because, like, she's definitely an avoidant. She avoids her emotions, so it's hard to decipher like who she really is because what she says and what she does is completely different. But I think that's the whole point of the story, in my opinion, is that there's no good or bad sides. Like, those lines get blurred, and that's the point of the story. You don't really know who you should be rooting for. Either way, I love this book. I gave it a 4.25 stars. It wasn't really that spicy. I gave it a 2. Shout out to Kane. He was one of my favorite characters in this book. He's so funny. I love a little golden retriever side character. If there's more books to come, which I think there are, I will be eating them up, no questions asked.